You can use this flotation device. Mm-mm. If you put 2 feet on water, you won't drown. You can use this flotation device. Alright, let's give him some air. Hello, fellas. It's your brother, Swag Bro 87, come back with another again. Another stream again, I mean. And today, I don't know. But what I do know is I haven't played Monster Hunter in a minute. And I need to really badly. So, yeah, I gotta do that right now. As of currently, the temperature is like, I can't tell because my watch doesn't want to show the temperature because it has to be Bluetooth or some mess like that. On my phone it shows we're looking at a mean 91 degrees. Not good. Not good. Right? So, that's kind of bad. But in the time that has meaning, I'm going to go to my PlayStation real fast and, boot everything up. How's everyone doing? I hope we're all doing pretty good. Honestly, I know I am. That much is for certain. Currently, I'm pretty sure you've been seeing that I was on Destiny 2, like yesterday. I was trying to play with my friend Fat Els, but he was extremely confused about the game, so we did one raid and then he called it a day. Because our other friend Hugo always does the raids for him, or really for us, so he was most certainly confused. Now, I'm not going to try to put myself on some kind of pedestal like as if I wasn't also confused as well, because despite me putting some pretty fair hours enough to understand the grasp concept of the game of just getting better gear and, making your point power level go higher. Like, I played these games before. I played these games before. I played sneaking like Clash of Clans, Avatar Legends, Rise of Collide, whatever it's called. I think that game is okay, because it's literally just a Rise of Kingdom, like, bootleg knockoff. But some of the people take things way more seriously than, Rise of Kingdoms, and it shows. Like, dude, these dudes it was like some, like, Uncle General Iroh, like, thing. Prince Zuko, Prince Taco, type thing. And they wanted me to be on the game every single day. Like, dude, you realize I do other things outside of gaming, right? Like, I play my piano. I play with my dog, who's, she's sitting over, playing with the toy ball that my mom, had for our other dogs. She's been teething a lot, so I gotta make sure to, like, watch out for that. Quite a bit of my time has been dedicated extremely to just that dog. That and doing my job. Which, for these recent days, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna keep it with a straight face. It's been kind of tough. By kind of tough, I don't mean like it's kind of hard tough. I mean like nothing's been showing up kind of tough. Because, let me give you a story while I'm setting up to, get all this, right? Sorry if I'm speaking really fast. I always think that to myself, like, I gotta, like, slow down my speech a little bit. But it's mostly because I get way too antsy on trying to tell everything at once. Like, I hate leaving things out. I really do. Because I'm like, oh my goodness, I forgot to talk about this, but I forgot to talk about this, but I forgot to, and that's what keeps going into my head, like, I gotta slow down. You know what I mean? Like, gotta chill out. But anyway, the dashing business has not really been booming recently. Normally, I can't really say stuff, but we at least get at least more than triple digits, right? Now we barely can afford to be able to even pay for our gas, right? And this was just within the 2 days. And I sat here like, dang. At least like Monday, I try to keep a meat quota of like 50, right? 50 smackaroos every single day. At least try to beat that within 4 hours, right? So from the 5 to 9, constantly trying to get at least 50 smackaroos, right? And recently, it's just not really been like that. Like, the other day, I got like 30, right? No, the other day I got like 20. And then yesterday I literally got like 14. So basically I had like only $30-something. I'm like, bro, if I pay for like a three for me and then get like some six mozzarella cheese sticks, that's pretty much the end of my money spree, dog. Like, stuff is tough out here. I was supposed to meet my quota well over one of these days, but basically what had happened was a little TLDR. Essentially, um, there was this couple that asked me to go like Pizza Hut or something, right? And I'm like, okay. It was like $2 for a tip. I'm like, okay, that's kind of lame. But then I saw there was a cash order. Cash order said, yo, I'll pay you 50. Because here's the thing with cash orders and stuff like that. What it is that I think from what I can gather from the cash orders, like, me trying to, with most of these situations, even like in games, I always just go in here bare naked trying to make assumptions, right? So I can only like infer or assume that the way how the cash orders work is like, let's say I want to order like, I don't know, a cheeseburger with just cheese and ketchup, you know what I mean? Like my standard usual. Maybe some onions, if it's not from McDonald's, because, that Kaizen that stinking burger, the McDonald's poison burger thing. Um, it's like, you pay for that, like, you said that, you're going to pay for it. And then once the driver gets there, you pay, whatever you owed for that pizza in full. That's my assumption for how it goes down. It's not like they pay for the meal, then pay you on top of extra. It's nothing like that. Because I guarantee you no one would be doing that mess. Alright? I wouldn't. So, I get there. Pizza Hut normally takes a long time because, well, see, there's a bunch of people that do bad criminal activities that should lead them into full-time prison. But yet, they surprisingly couldn't hire my sister, right? But regardless, there's people that literally ended people's lives in that store. But, my sibling couldn't even get into it. It's for the best. I wouldn't recommend anybody really getting into like the fast food industry like that. I'm gonna be honest. Anyway, so I get the food and I bring it to the house, and I'm speaking to this lady, like I'm sitting there like just sitting there. I call up, I'm like, yo, where you at? Cause like it's been 5 minutes. I finally got here. I send the message like I'm here. I didn't say, yo, where you at? I'm like, I am here. At your house. Where you want me to set it? Cause it just said like hand it to him, right? So I'm like, okay, well, where you at so I can hand it to you? The missus shows up. She comes up, and she shows up. And, she basically tells me, like, oh, I'm the one that's going to pick up the food. I'm like, all right, cool. You go ahead and pick up the food. I think to pick up the food, I'm almost done. I think to pick up the food, and, like, let me go ahead and move over to the game because I finally just got it all set up. Wait, actually, no, I didn't. Let me go to my studio. So, she goes over, she gets the food, and she's basically like, thanks. And I'm like, all right, ma'am, where's the money? And here's the thing, there's a language barrier. She only speaks Spanish. So I'm like, dang. So I tell her, where's my $50? Right? And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then I pretty much said, like, I showed her, like, on the app, since we had to do the English to Spanish translation on the phone, because that's as much really to the extent that I could really do, because I don't really have anybody who have actually spoke Spanish to, because you're supposed to take it for, like, 2 years. So I took it my 10th and 11th grade year, and my first teacher, she taught it in like, my first period. And Lord knows, I'm not trying to learn a new language when I'm just trying to wake up from sleep, you know what I mean? And then my other teacher, well, he liked teenage girls, so it gets to a point. So let me finally get back to the game. So we're talking, we're discussing, and basically what had happened was that the husband did some very H word mess, right? Some H word business. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Basically, I've been had, right? What had happened was it was an error on my side. Basically, what the dude did was that he was like, okay, he told the app, okay, I'm gonna pay you in full, in cash. And then like last minute, he was like, oh wait, I got my card, so I'm gonna pay it right here. So basically, all you're gonna get is a $2 tip, and that'd be it. And I'm like, it would be one thing if it was a $2 tip, but the thing was that the error happened so fast that on my side it was supposed to change, but it didn't. So the thing still thought that I was supposed to get my money because he did it like that. Now that's some D1 con artist level messery right there. I wouldn't say like if you don't have the money, stick to not having the money. DoorDash should never let that be a thing. I'm talking about that with a genuine passion. If you have the money now and you put the thing for cash, stick to cash or make it change. So then I had to go to we had to go to customer support and tell them about the issue, so that way they're not like hawking this guy down like, yo, you still owe this guy money, you know what I mean? And we solved it out. Now I still thought I was supposed to get it, so I had to go through customer support, and the dude basically told me, nah, on your side it's pretty much all good. The last thing you got was like April. Now in my head I thought I was supposed to get the money, so I thought I was being had still. I was like, bro, this is stupid. Like, you're really basically calling me a fraud. Like, I'm gonna really go over here and do all this. But then I realized once I was off the call, like, the error had fixed it. Like, it finally had clicked to my head. Like, dang, I was kind of sick though, because I'm like, bro, Dad was supposed to meet my stinking quota. One order, meet my quota. Disgusting. But it didn't happen like that. So we basically just didn't really get it. Also, the app kind of punishes you. I mean, extremely hard. What, you don't want to grab just one Subway sandwich and go deliver it to some guy 30 minutes away from your own home in some random stinking corner shack of a neighborhood? Oh well, there goes your acceptance rate percentage. You go from being like what, 50 to 40. Actually, I never even hit 50. You go from like 40 to like 30. I literally hit 30, bro. 30 acceptance, dog. That's how bad it is. 30 acceptance. And I would love to do it. But like, I also love being safe and not feeling like I'm about to literally be like immediately blown my head off right here and there. You know what I mean? I like that too. So, I don't know, dude. Like, it really does get to a point with that sort of stuff. So I was saying, you know what? No more making YouTube a hobby type S word. Our boys locking in. That's what I plan on doing. Now with this whole like stinking Destiny mess that Fed is trying to do, kind of a little dumb. Like this is what this dude legitimately told me. Wait. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. I was scared that my mic wasn't picking up. Now, yes, that was on me. I should have definitely checked it. But yeah, this is our armor from the last time, by the way. Pretty baller. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I like the fluidity in the pipes and junk like that. Also, as sad as I want to say, I don't think that Monster Hunter Wilds is actually going to make Game of the Year. My reasoning is that, like, I think off rip it already had like a massive error. Excuse me, with PC players. So it just never, like, I guess. Like, the game is good, and it did sell extremely well. But there's still way too much time left. Now, Fed wants to tell you that Oblivion is going to get the Game of the Year. And I know some people are like, well, that can't happen because it's just a remaster. One, yes, it can happen just because it's a remaster. But, like, I mean, thinking Shadow the Erdtree from Elden Ring, like, got an award. And that thing was just literally a DLC add-on, you know what I mean? But two, there's no more games to be had. We're literally in May, and it's like the 5th month of the year. There's still like 7 months left. Ooh, that was some quick math. There's still 7 months left in the year. So like, that's still 7 months worth of games that could just blow it out of the water. Plus, Oblivion is a great game. Don't get me wrong. Like, you're talking to the guy who literally put like 70 hours into the game, right? I love that game. Now, this dude, you know, my friend, really wants to tell you that stinking, he's basically saying, bro, you've done jack dilly and or squat in this game. I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. You know what I mean? My bad. But essentially, like, the reason why because he has the same amount of hours as me, but he has more achievements than me. So he's like, bro, you just literally just been running around the area. Basically, I mean, like, I've done a few quests and stuff like that, but like, this dude kind of, let me put it in perspective like this. I'm exhausted and tired and I just want to go to sleep so that way I can, be prepared for the next day. This dude wants me to stay up to like 3 a.m. playing some random bop Roblox game, just sitting on there, you know what I mean? And it's like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm trying to find what quest I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like a dunce. But yeah, I don't want to do that. Know what I mean? I played like random tycoon games. Like I played one that was like basically being an entrepreneur. That stuff's not bad. I think that stuff's okay. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that. No harm, no foul. But like, it's every day with this guy, man. Every day. Hey, leave that alone. There you go. No. No. She's trying to mess with like these like like those like glow stick like lights. She's trying to mess with the stinking bag of that, but her ball's right next to it. But she's smart. But she's just in that teething phase where she just has the need to bite everything.
You guys get anything?
So I'll let this game play out.
Let's just say I'm still investigating. Not gonna present my findings until I'm certain.
Look.
Enough chit-chat, though. You've got
Look,
a visitor.
play with this. Look at the ball. Look at the ball.
I heard you're looking for an underground tunnel.
Sarkrai said it's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
That land spine continues.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna let this scene play out. Go grab my hot pockets.
That might be the tunnel I came through.
That would be great. Let's mount up.
Thanks for guiding us.
Just follow me. The place I'm talking about is way down deep, in an area we call the subterranean. Sometimes we go there to mine, but we generally avoid it. Between the gas, lava, and monsters, there's too much that can go wrong and no way to call for help.
Sounds dangerous. We really appreciate you taking the risk for us.
Nah, it's your brawn you should thank. He went around the whole village asking for help. Said he wanted to help out the travelers who came to his aid. So I volunteered, basically.
Aw, you did that for us.
Oh, there's our ride down.
Oh, and my Switch is also in my little gamer tote bag.
It'll take us to the subterranean?
Yep.
See, stuff like this, like literally, I don't have to touch the game like that. I literally could just, I'll let this whole automated scene just go through. I'm literally just sitting over here, messing with like my Switch and the game's already doing it for me.
If you look east from the basin, you'll see a huge cliff. It stretches to there. But don't expect me to go near it. As we say in the zoos, don't go down a hole without a ladder.
Allergies, man. I tell you. I still need to make sure to get a DNA test on her because I want to see what type she could actually be. As long as she's going crazy on that ball
We're here.
and not like, my stinking desk or trying to chew on like my chair and scratching my chair, we're good. I even got her a little bed. It's like $20-something. Ooh. And she was trying to bite on it and like trying to tear it up. Thankfully, it didn't get tore up. Now it got like a little strands, but I was like, oh man, no, I can't have this. Because if I knew you just couldn't tear this up, I wouldn't have bought it in the first place.
Sure? Yeah.
Because she never exuberated that kind of teething. But now she's about to be like 2 months old. So, yeah. In like 6 days.
We finally made
Because she was born like March the 20th.
Keeper's Village should be right through there.
And,
I'm ready to go home.
yeah.
Well then, let's hurry. Okay. Thank you for everything.
I hope you're sure about this. Be careful.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
But, I'd say, like, Mother's Day wise, it went fine. I made actually a vid about it. A little, like, you know, like how I used to do, like, those, like, stories? Oh, I'm bringing those back, don't worry.
Oh, we've come a long way.
You're gonna hear that. So, it's my experience from 2024 to 2025. Funny enough, in 2024, I did want to make a video about it.
It can't be.
But, I didn't know how I'd go about with storytelling, so I just kind of threw away the idea.
It wasn't here last
But essentially, how the way I was supposed to go was that
But this is the
it was supposed to be a drawing animation about how I was supposed to do it.
I'm sure of it.
And essentially, what it was that I had to, you know,
Lost here.
it was like
Why? We were so close.
this kid. Basically, for 2 days,
It must have frozen
for
over.
one day, we had to go,
We should run
we had to
over.
go to
Why don't we set up camp?
Dallas, right for my cousin's graduation. We celebrated her, and then me and my family, not the rest of my family, like my cousins and them, just me and my family had to go all the way back
That clip that Satesh warned us about.
4 hours and celebrate my mom's graduation, which was ghetto.
What do you say we head back to the surface
And both of them were, I mean, essentially to some standard of ghetto gratuity. Some areas in the ice are particularly cold. Your maximum stamina will decrease faster than usual, so be careful.
That'll work out.
Use a Hermantle bug or make a hot drink. Interesting. It's like some Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild type mess. I don't know why I didn't just say Breath of the Wild, but you know. But basically I was exhausted, right? For Sunday because my papa wanted me to go and help out the church. And so whenever I showed up at like 4 a.m., you know, it was just me, my dad, and well, my papa. And it was extremely annoying because he was kind of being extremely annoying.
Maybe I'm
I saw a bee. I was very happy about the bee, and I let it like kind of sit to the side. Dude went out of his way, saw the bee, smacked it down, and stepped on it, laughed, and walked off, and told me to do another task. You don't know how badly I actually wanted to just actively just scream and leave. I was so genuinely sick. I wanted to say, oh, I feel like Aerith from Final Fantasy. I can't even make a reference, dog. I can't. I don't even feel good about making that reference. That's how genuinely upset I was about that whole situation. So I'm like, bro, this is stupid. There's no, this pointless. It's like, yeah, this is for my mom, but like, at what end is it really for my mom and really just for nobody else? Except for, I guess, the approval. Now, more people did eventually come, like, an hour before we were supposed to, which was 8. So it was basically 3 hours of me, my dad, and my papa basically just doing a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of this predicament. Because me and the only grandson around these, like, country parts is not fun. A lot of technology is limited.
So,
But-
what shall it be? Should I leave it to fate?
I thought we already beat the Labarina or whatever.
This is clearly a job for the guild.
Yeah? How about you think and help me?
I squirm, I struggle, ergo I am. Faced with death, I am finally, truly alive.
I can with her, man.
In order to rescue the Linian and secure the surrounding area. The guild authorizes you to hunt that Nursilla.
I'm on it.
We'll be back at camp.
Coward. Like, oh, well, almost, you know, she does the research. I'm behind. This Palico's out here fighting with me, bro.
I'll look for an opening and try to free the one-one.
Looks like another hunt with no surprises today.
Wind struck this toad will
They mentioned a surprise.
Oh, let me lock off.
What fate wills with us.
Yes, I am extremely out of practice. There it is.
The end.
I forget it's cold. No, 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 stop. That's why I don't mess with my R stick like that.
So many sights left unseen.
So, like, this dude here.
Snap out of it.
What fate wills
Nice shot. But yeah, 2024 was kind of a bum year for me. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I say that in the means of in terms of content. Reasoning was mostly because there was a bunch of, like, especially in the summer, it was a bunch of flooding, and I also had to do like vacation Bible school and all of that. So like a lot of time was occupied by a bunch of other stuff. Oh Lord. But yes, oh man, I kind of walked into that one. Ah, that's close. See, it's attacks like that that makes me question, like, what determines a read and what doesn't. Cause like the dude literally slashing me like there. See, I hate trying to do this because I'm trying to hold R2 and then do the arc shot up on top, which is basically holding R2 in the circle and then releasing with circle. But like the game sometimes doesn't want to do that. I messed up. Hey, Palico. Wait, no, don't herbal this. It should be like a, there it is. Rather do like a gosh dang book. Long bit of meat. Oh, there it is. The Might Seed. It'll increase my attack for a little bit. Very useful. Good for combo.
Moving to a new area.
My booty cheeks. Dang it. Never mind. It was my booty cheeks. The booty is mine. You can't have it. You can't have my booty. The booty is mine. It belongs to me. You can't take my booty. Bro, I hate Instagram for that. It was like with two pirates. It's POV, two pirates arguing over a red X on a random island. The booty is mine. You can't. It belongs to me. You can't take it. There it is. That's like a flash. It's like a flash bug. Basically, what it does is that like the guy doesn't even know what to do. He's like, bro, where am I? Who am I? I don't know why these. I hate going into other caved areas like this because it incentivizes you to not use the stinking arc shot. So you have to just rely on just shooting with lamer stuff. Now, thankfully, whenever you do that little spin animation, if you're a bow user, that means that the guy will be, the monster will be stuck no matter what. Wait. There it is. Oh, how? I rolled! You literally watched that! Muchas gracias. There it is. He's trying to jump to me. I love my aim. I couldn't make a whole excuse saying that, bro. I could not see that because it was trying to jiggle around. And this whole entire screen goes dim. Yeah, I messed up. Is what I would say. Bro! Hold it. A little bit of dad. Ah, yeah, that's it. Come on! Lord! Hi. Some stinking herbal medicine, please. Oh, I underestimated. I mean, undershot that. I was like, yeah, this got to be it. It in terms of like, ooh, all smoke but no cigar. I love that there's also a red spot on its like thorax, not its thorax. It's like sneaking other leg and then like its hind and all that stuff. But nah, all I did was just aim for just simply like that one other part. Hey, Alma, would it really kill for some of them to like, oh, I don't know, like at least wield like a knife or something? He's trying to give me the jump. There it is. I didn't stick it. Okay, game. You know, I'm sneaking, strafing, and all this stuff, but... Alright. Gonna power charge this thing. Gonna power charge this thing. Dude! That was like two extremely... Oh. That was two extremely good, power charges right there. Bro, where is the sneaking opening for any of this? We're gonna need some, come on, herbal. Ah, he's trying to get away. Okay.
Here we go.
Alright. Auto that thing while I eat this stinking, hot falcon. Alright. I know, some of y'all thought I overshot that. If I did, that'd have been the end of the stream. Not because of like, oh man, I'm not even mad. I'd have been sick about that because like, that actually was a good one. If they didn't give me that, yeah, that'd been in the stream. It's best to eat, like, you know, well done steak and all that, so that way you can gain your HP. It's just for my people in the back. Like, I think Monster Hunter is a really good series. I know there's like, there's one person I was like, man, I probably won't be able to get into Monster Hunter because it's not really my type of niche. I think it's like, his name was like Zero Art. Nothing wrong with him for that. What? I'm not gonna be one of those type of people that's like, if you don't agree with me, then you're just objectively wrong. That's not me. You know what I mean? They're just like, I don't know, that's just not my game. It's like, you never know unless you don't try. I personally thought that, like, I don't know, like, thinking, like, I don't know, Warframe looked kind of cool, but, like, I didn't think that it'd probably be, like, it for me like that. So then, like, came 8th grade, I decided to try it out, and I actually liked it a lot. Actually, a better case than this is Fire Emblem. Because I'm gonna be honest, like, I played it in middle school, the Fire Emblem Heroes. But I thought that the game would be way too hard for me to really grasp and understand. It really wasn't. Now, yes, the game can be tough, that's not what I'm simply saying. But I'm saying is that, like, I was kind of underestimating, how well I could actually do a tactical role-playing game. So yeah, you never know unless you don't try. Woo! That was way too close. I was about to say, isn't there a ledge here? Bro. Oh my goodness. Ah. It's going down under. There it is. He's on the offensive. Come on, where's it? There it is. Barrel bomb. Barrel bomb. Oh, come on, game. There should be something else I have. What kind of other gadgets, and gizmos do I have in my repertoire? The swagatoire. There it is. Might Seed. It's gonna increase my attack by a bit. Now, it's best in these situations that you also eat. Sticking Palico almost ruined my whole entire... Yes, bro, I got eyes in the back of my head. There it is. Motion. Oh man. Like, if you're gonna take 1,000 Eons, you might as well be like an old person in a diaper, dude. Like, I'm being for real. No Williams. I messed up. Oh, okay. I didn't know about that part. Alright. Now, no, you think that was probably like, oh my goodness, you flicked. That was actually intentionally by accident. That was all by accident. Okay. Now, yes, you're probably thinking that this is all for naught. It's not. Yes! Opposition? Proposition. There it is. Oh, finally. I was like, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what bug this is. Can I please go over here? Actually, it's not a bug. It's an arachnid. Let me have my moment, bro. Swag Bros this, Swag Bros that. No, Swag Bros me, bro. Let me be me. Buddy was tough. Nursilla? Interesting, man. Oh, yeah. Now you can hold the touchpad and just skip it entirely, which I think is actually really cool. Everybody's sitting there like, dang, 14 minutes? Eventually 14 minutes becomes like 2 minutes. I wish Monster Hunter would have like standard world records on how to beat like a monster in like a certain time frame. By that I mean like speed runs on how to beat the guy.
Get the one down.
It's probably not sponsored by Fandom.
Ah, I stand corrected. My end in disguise.
One day it will be. If we were owned by the Coca-Cola, owned. That's crazy. Sponsored by the Coca-Cola, I'd be drinking so many Fantas. You'd be insane.
Questing far from home.
Hello, Rove. I'm Alma. I don't suppose you know
I love the way how
Rove's place, do you?
those old like timey glass bottles used to be. Like the old like Sprite bottles, you know. If they logo that like stinking like Fanta,
Can I ask how you got
it'd have been over.
caught by Drusilla?
I'd have a whole like cooler in them and everything. Ninja in them, and all these other streamers have like stinking like G Fuel cases, bro. I just have Fanta cases, bro.
Had I only known that I would wound up. Let that be a lesson.
But yeah, man, I gotta get back into some
Well, you
stinking
might
Monster
say
Hunter.
we're, lost.
Excuse me.
Could you help us get our
I see a lot of videos.
Trying to reach higher ground.
Some people have like 0 views,
Find a way up.
0 likes and all that.
Be your guide.
And I was gonna watch their vids
It is the least
on like Monster Hunter and stuff.
Well, you might say we're, lost.
Could you help us get our bearings? We're trying to reach higher ground, but we can't find a way up.
Shall I be your guide? No objections. I insist. It is the least I can do.
Can I ask how you got caught by the Nursilla?
Sheer carelessness. Only I am to blame. My spirit of adventure got the better of me. Had I only known I could wound up. Let that be a lesson to you all.
Oh, wound up. Cause like if you came up to be tied up,
Well, if he's offering, I say we accept. Rove, we'll need time to get ready. Do you mind waiting?
Certainly. I shall tarry here until the moon strikes you.
You can never be too prepared.
hey, that's cap. There was one time where I literally had too many barrel bombs, and I blew up everything. Actually, there was one time where I had like a whole bunch of meat, and it was all over with.
Gotta say, I got something for you.
But yeah, the dude that I was watching shorts, he did like, it was Monster Hunter World and Wilds at the same time. Now, I'd probably do Wilds first since it's a newer game. But Worlds would also be on my repertoire on stuff I'd also probably do.
Understood.
It's so it doesn't like lag and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Now, thankfully this dude was not a water monster, so we didn't have to basically almost get desecrated on water. I'd have hated that. So this is a doggone it. All these loadouts. I like that this game actually lets you like choose loadouts, so you can actually get a lot more free custom ability on making different combo builds. Like for example, Swag Scallion is like really good for like, you know, fire resistance, and also if I wanted to collect like honey, I think it's also like one of its attributes. It's if you press square, you can actually see like what stats, you know, your weapon does. So like I have a katana, right? That's what it does. Now, if you're also wondering how do you get like level skills, it's pretty simple really. You see, flinch free, right? My whole armor is all the same armor, right? So my head, my arms, and my legs, all three have the same ability flinch free, right? And because they all have that same ability flinch free, that equals a level. So the head is level 1, you know, at one level. The arm is 1 level, and the legs are 1 level. You pick it up laying down, 3 armors of the same ability gives you 3 levels, which lets me prevent knockbacks and tripping. So when a monster rushes up to me and hits me, I won't be flinched. I'll literally take the damage and that'll pretty much be it. Which does help a lot when you're facing like the Quemetries, because the Quemetries likes to do a lot of like rush attacks. A lot of monsters do the same similar rush attack type thing. It's just a different monster that does it with a different motion. Like the Chotacabra will do like some kind of like lunge. This spider, it literally like grabbed a web and decided to do like a little dash. The Quemetries, it'll literally like leap in front of you and do like a spin fire thing. The Labarina will also spin like in a circle and then throw herself. Like a lot of them do a lot of I jump at you type things. So basically, it's not really me just dogging on Monster Hunter Wilds like, oh, all the monsters are basically really easy because they do all the same exact attack patterns. That's not really the case, because some of them, if you're not really careful, they will get your behind. But I will say, if you ever worried about like, well, what if I want to be more defense heavy? You can be. There's really no point in it though, because I think of it like this. If you don't need all that defense when you're not getting hit. You know what I mean? Like the Witch's Assistant, I think it's like 91 stinking defense. That's disgusting, right? But like, then you'll take something like the Swag Scallion, and it'll be like 31, and then like the Mikey looking is like 31 as well. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I do like the Lobarinas a lot. I mean, like, a lot. It's just the hat that throws me off. Like, the coolest stuff is fine, but it's the way how, like, everything cusps is the only thing I have a problem with. But I like the chest piece on top of it. That's what I think what really draws it out, in my opinion. But I should have I should have used this for yeah, I should definitely have used this armor to fight the that Rompopolo. I think I would have had a much better time not getting hurt that way. I'm just checking some stuff. It was a wide range. Allows the effect of certain items to also affect nearby allies. Item affect nearby allies in a much wider radius than full efficacy. Oh, with full efficacy. Recovery up, self-improvement, all that. Now, if you're probably thinking to yourself, oh man, you know, I'm gonna get really decked out, and I'm gonna go ahead and rush into the game, and then, like, I'm gonna just go and start fighting, not start fighting, but like, you know, I'm gonna go start just like, just going crazy, and helping out my friends and stuff. You're gonna be kind of wrong, because like, you can do that, but like, if you're a higher rank than somebody else, you can't, you'll get like nerf damage. You'll have like set damage, so you won't be able to do like the same like hard hitting moves that you'd be doing if they were in your same rank. It's a way to nerf, like, basically nerf yourself in these type of interactions, because yes, it would be that much more detrimental if you could like hurt these guys with like only a few like attacks and stuff like that. Let me prepare a little bit more first. First, I'm gonna do the power coding thing just in case, and I'm gonna go in here and like transfer some items. Mega potions, max potions, rations. No berries? No. I'll just do herbal medicine. The strength of a mighty god temporarily endows you with it. That's going to be like a last, like, resort. Last resort. That'll be good. I need some stinking traps in here too. I was like, bro, where's my shark trap? Where's my pitfall trap? They only give you like one trap. Which is kind of, I get it. It's just kind of lame. But, man, what are you going to do? Oh, speaking of which, I'm putting up the barrel bomb. Alright. I wish you could just craft all of them. Like, you could just technically just do this and then that'd be it. But I wish that you could just craft it. Like, if I click it once, all of it goes through. I don't know why I have to, like, manually, like, press it still till this day. Like, we're, like, in 2025, and it's still the same exact thing. Like, come on. Trank blade. A knife created with a tranquilizer that can be shot from your... Okay. Some thinking poison meat. What's life powder? Oh. Hey, don't come at me. Wait. Like, don't diss me about not knowing what that is. I try to be well versed, but like there's just some things I just don't really know like that. Like I played the games. I played like basically 4 games. 3 generations, like on the DS. The 3DS, the one that was free. Me and my sister used to play that a lot. So the 3, the demo, I remember the rabbit, having to fight the rabbit, and going to that like one area and having to fight the rabbit. It was like a Rocky Mountain type thing. So 3 generations. Then it's World, Rise, and now Wilds. So basically 5. I know there's like way more out there, but that's like the 5 that I've at least played of this series. Each one introducing newer people than the last. But at first I kind of didn't like the game because I told myself, man, this thing is way too hard. Like when I fight like bosses in these games, I fight bosses in these games. Like they take a long time, which is always why like I would say it's best to bring people. But if I'm not mistaken, I think bringing more people actually like makes it even tougher. You don't know how badly I would eat that in real life, especially with the shrimp on top. I love shrimp. What's fiber? I thought you get sick from fish. Not crustaceans. Like, I can eat crawfish and shrimp and be good. And even crab. Like, the thinking like crab ragoons, I love those. They've always been my favorite. It's like a sour cream. It's got like this like hard shell. They've always been my favorite. My granny loved them. And then she let me have one day when I was like 4 or 5. And I've liked them ever since. Now you gotta be easy on eating some, cause sometimes you'll go a little overboard and it'll be like the Domino's garlic parm. At one point it'll just taste like it's nut in your mouth, and it's kind of gross. You know what I mean? You don't want that. I don't know why you want I don't know why you want salty in your mouth. It's there's already pretzels on the menu.
Winter? Great.
But yeah, you don't want that. You honestly really don't want that at all. But now Domino's garlic parm wings, they're like good until like a certain extent. Like I said with the Ragoons, you gotta like make sure to moderate yourself because it just tastes gross after a while.
Oh, I've never seen it. But I don't know how to explain this. Something about it feels like my village.
The only hard thing I can think about making this type of stuff is making the thumbnails. That's always the worst thing I always think about. The title, not really that bad. The description, not even that bad either. It's always the thumbnail, because I always kind of think to myself, okay, title, thumbnail. The title's got to hook somebody, and then like the stinking thumbnail, you know, it's got to do what it do. Not to mention also putting the hashtags and stuff. You want to get the most optimized way to have people look at your stuff. What is
This confirms it. Yeah, it's all
So you let me, oh, what? So you let me type in showing a deliberate obsession, desire to behave in a way unreasonable, unacceptable, often in spite of consequences. Awkward.
Which immediately raises some questions. Who exactly built it? And what happened to their civilization if they were capable of something like this? And if the keepers live out here, who are they?
Your cheeks are red. You cold?
I'm fine.
What's that?
Dude, like you just, why you know so many of these monsters? Yeah. Also, June Lagoon made a new video about Destiny.
Hiding in the haystack.
It's Destiny, the perverse streamer who is being sued. And at first I thought he was calling him like a perv. I was like, whoa. I mean, that's kind of like some massive, like, you know, crazy things to kind of like just kind of throw out. I've kind of like somewhat kept up with the Destiny stuff.
My quiet sanctuary.
It's kind of a shame,
I
to a good degree, because I actually like Destiny. I did.
I can't believe there
I'm not saying I don't know what he, you know, I hope that he more likely changed now, but knowing how this is kind of going down, I like the way how this dude was able to, like, you know, just think on the fly and be like more like the middleman, you know, like the guy, like the reasonability, you know, like he was able to change and adapt and all this stuff. But then now that he has something against him, now it's just this whole thing, and I'm like, bro, come on, bro, like I need you to like not do that. You gotta take some accountability. If you messed up, you messed up, bro. I would call you a much better person if you admitted your faults and said, I messed up. It'd be deplorable. Yeah, it'd be pretty bad. You know what I mean? If you did something crazy. But at least you owned up to it. At least you realized what you did was bad. You know? I think that's like immense of character growth. Like when you actually know what you did was wrong and you genuinely mean it. Not this like, oh my bad, I messed up, but I'll be better. Like, actions speak louder than words, dog. I hate to tell you that. Actually, I kind of really don't. I did want to tell you that. I hate when people are like, you know, I'm sorry, and then they'll say like something like, but I don't really care about whatever. No, I'm sorry for not caring. I'm not sorry for giving, for not caring enough. I should have cared for not caring less, for not caring more or less. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that. I'm sorry, mess. No, I actually mean what I mean.
I had a good feeling that
Nah, I mean.
I hope I can live up to your expectations.
You already have. When I first saw you leap onto that sand, my heart nearly burst from my chest. I felt so alive. I knew I made the right choice.
What's going on here, dog? So she's glad to have us on board. He's like, I hope I can live to your expectations. Gemma.
Hunter, let's say there's this little girl. And she feels like she has to solve all the problems alone. If you met this girl, what would you say?
And you're worried about this girl?
Yeah. I used to be a lot like her.
Context clues.
A long time ago.
My mom asked if I wanted a snow cone with like 3 question marks. It's kind of scary.
They seemed larger than life. Then I grew up and realized that actually, adults can be just as lost as kids. When I left my village.
But yes, good old Liberty Snowball. People from Baytown will show up to that place. It's crazy.
But now,
It's crazy that they could even make their business like way bigger because people just know the stinking name.
you choose to protect.
You know what I mean? But they don't. They'll only like open like a certain summer, like spring to summer, and then now be it. But they sell out like every single time that they always open. People will literally be calling in like Brookshire Brothers, like Hibbett Sports, or even at Domino's to be like, "Hey, is that Liberty Snowball open?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, can you check out the window? Like, people freak out over that stinking store. I don't blame them. It's literally like this. I kid you not. It's probably like no bigger. It's like more smaller than my like walk-in room, bro. And I think that to myself, like, dang, these people go crazy over this. And it's no smaller than my walk-in room. But it snows out like crazy because people love them snow cones. And who could blame them? They're baller. Like, they really are comp fight worthy. But the thing is that like it brings such a long line that it's genuinely insane. You used to be able to just like also like walk up and then like do it, but they decided to make it more like a line system. So instead of like everybody being lined up physically, you had to be lined up by car. And also, they still don't take credit cards, which is insane because, like, I could tell you if they accepted credit cards too, if you think cash would already be insane, having cards, it'd be over with. Y'all are rich. Y'all could walk off scot-free. But hey, that's y'all's business. You know what I mean? You know, it's like, I'm not going to tell you how to do your thing. It's just a suggestion, you know what I mean? From me. It's not like they're telling me how to run my channel, you know what I mean? Like, nah, I mean, did you just congratulate me for reading? Yeah, you are stupid.
Finding my village would be easy.
I don't even know if he's probably could have said something super profound that I would have agreed on. If I had listened.
No idea just how big the world is. I can't believe I can't even show you the way. I feel so useless.
What's this stinking conflict arc that everybody's going crazy with?
In 1,000 years, there's only been one person resilient enough to make the trek west. You. Despite being alone, you found help for the sake of your people. We'll set out again once the Hirabame retreat, but for now, let's get some rest, okay?
I always think to myself like, dang, we pack a lot of rations for like 4 people.
Rest.
Like, I mean like a lot of rations. Like, we have stinking like tents. We have like boxes. I'm like, bro, is there like a whole militia to do this? Because there's only just so little of us to actually like, well, do all this. Also, why does Gemma still have her like weapons and stuff already stored like this? I know it in reason why it is, but like, those installer days feel so close, but they really aren't. I've got something I want to mull over. You rest up. And I was like,
Okay.
oh,
I think I'm
well.
starting to figure out the connection between Woke and the land spine. I think the land spine is an artificial structure, like this one, probably built by an ancient civilization. Yes, I agree. They share too many architectural similarities to ignore. Then we know 3 things. First, Woke stone is produced by the land spine. Second, the land spine isn't natural. And third, the land spine is likely connected to phenomena like the sand tide and the downpour. Add it all up, Woke seems to be an artificial energy source capable of altering the weather.
Wow.
Werner in the process of repairing the part of the land spine connected to Azus?
Yeah, and if he succeeds, there's no telling what'll happen.
We can't just sit around. Let's get back to Azus.
Right. I hope the Hirabami have retreated.
Nada?
He's got a fever. No, oh my God! I knew this was gonna happen. Moment. Oh my God.
But if the Hirabami attack...
Alma,
Understood. Authorization granted to hunt the Hirabami.
Dude. So okay, let me get this straight. Okay. So Alma is the one that conducts this, right? So why was it that one time that I was trying to fight like this like black monster, was she like, we're not authorized by the guild in order to hunt this guy? It's like, bro, if you're the one that gives authorization permissions, can't you be the one to also tell me when I could just go hunt a monster? If I'm good enough to hunt a monster, then let me hunt the monster. But she's like, no, we can't do that. I'm like, what you mean we, bro? You don't even fight these guys. You don't even tell me what these dudes even do. All you simply tell me is, go fight this guy. That's literally it. And maybe like, oh, hey, look at these items that the game has literally been telling you what to grab before I did. Hey, grab those items. It's like, bro, yeah, I know that. Why don't you actually tell me something useful like, oh, I don't know, the Chotacabra, whenever he like sticks out his tongue, he actually paralyzes people. You know, stuff like that would actually be nice. You know what I mean? But hey, that's just me.
too dangerous as a
Yo, why does this thing look like a pale Luma? It is the pale Lumu's attack. If this thing stinking throws its tail and slams down, I'm gonna cry. Yo. It's getting weird in here. Well, bruh. Uh, man. Whoa, whoa. Ugh, she keeps moving. I was like, sacred. Yeah, that's what it was. Stinking. I was literally like yesterday, right? I was making the thumbnail because I already got like a screenshot in the game that I wanted to use for my background and all that stuff. No big deal, right? Stuff's pretty easy. And then randomly, and this is why I gotta make sure to stay focused, because not kidding. So in this instance, like once I was done with all that, I was like, I looked at my dog and I was like, dang, let me look her up real quick. So I looked her up and then I started getting kind of confused because Scarlet wants to have like eons of dogs, and so I'm sitting here like looking through all of them. I'm looking at stinking like borders, roughs, smooths. I learned about what a stinking, what we call a sheltie. I was sitting here like, where's a sheltie? And I got worried that that's what she was gonna be. I was like, no, bro, because like your parents were like tall, and I'm not gonna have that. But yeah, then there was like another thing called like a cattle collie or something like that. It's basically just a rough collie, but it's more of like I guess a working rough collie. It's basically like some of them use it interchangeably. Like they mean a rough collie, but they don't say it like that. I think. I don't know. Sources, just trust an online Google form for no reason. That talks about like this random like stinking stuff about them having a dog named like Titus. Ooh. Elle, look at this. There's a whole battle going on here. It's the Ileana versus the Hirabami. I mean Hirashami. Mitsubishi. I guess okay. Hyundai, Sonata. Subaru. That's so that's so bad. Anna Faris, man. Oh, and the child. Child goatee too. Climb! Oh, come on. Nice dodge. Nice stick. Nice stick. I messed up. Yo, what ability just went off? Cause I love how like if you check the green text, right, it shows you exactly what moves you're using at the same time. Like, if I didn't say it, the game will. So it's like focus, fire, hailstorm, charge, shoot, charge, shoot, charge, shoot, shoot, charge, charging sidestep. Charge. Could you imagine saying every single move that you do out loud? Couldn't. Charge. Ready, tracer. Charge, tracer. Charge. Arc shot. Charging sidestep. Dragon piercer. Hold it. Charge. Focus fire. Hailstorm. And like, now I got stuck because I got too cocky on that. The Husker Knights revive. Hell, don't worry about that box. That was just an empty box that I had. You know what I thought was messed up? I remember this one video that I saw like a while back, where it was like this dude, it was this dude that was streaming like Madden or something, right? And he had his child inside the same room, it was like a baby. And, bro was yelling and got upset at the game, right? Over Madden of all games, right? Like, really? Madden? The game that is notorious for animations that repeating the same exact formula year after year instead of just updating rosters. Like, I don't think you need to make Madden 24 just to let me know that Matt Ryan is no longer on the Falcons, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to do that. Like, even 2K, whenever, Caruso, yeah, when, Caruso had changed his, like, headband, they changed his headband. Like, they changed him to being bald. They didn't stinking make a whole new game for Caruso to have his hair change. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I used it originally on my old TikTok. I'm pretty sure you remember it. Pablo Sanchez. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the most nichest thing I'd probably ever say in my entire life. Yo, buddy went through the works just now. Tracer charge, arc shot. Focus fire, hailstorm.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
I was saying, nowhere ill detonate off. How does bro still have enough stamina?
We could use those floating rocks up there to our advantage.
Thanks, Chopper. Because I'm going to be honest, I would not have seen all the way over here. In the time that has meaning, I suppose, I'll just heal myself up a little bit. No, 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 no! I had to hold R2, R1 just to make it speed up. Oh Lord! But yeah, basically what I was trying to say was that the child was crying because it got a whole thing. It was crying because it didn't get any because the dad was just yelling like crazy. What? Alright, you're about to witness some stinking Tenkaichi tag team in business. Alright, look at this. Look at this. Watch. Yes, she does get fed pretty much every single day. Scraps. And definitely a lot of dog food. The stinking Purina stuff. And she gets a flea bath once a week. So for those who think I'm just simply not doing anything, you'd be best wrong. Speaking of not doing anything, dude, the stinking stuff that I had to do for I guess this Mother's Day, I don't know, dude. I always think to myself and I do plan on putting this in one of the talks and stuff. It's bruh. There was a whole thing of trash. The people who came to clean our house yesterday, dude, they literally left the towels that they were cleaning from my sister's thing, stinking cardboard. They left the whole bone in there. I promise you they just picked the thing up and walked off with it and dumped it. I was like, bro, my dad pays y'all good money for this. And y'all just kind of half-baked it. Yeah, y'all did the living room and stuff and did our bathroom a little bit. But I don't know, I was kind of expecting not a dog bone inside of our washer. And you didn't even put her clothes in the washer. I mean, in the dryer, you put them only in the washer. What's that about? You can't do that. You ever wash your clothes and only put it in the washer? Stuff gets sticky. You're gonna walk around with sticky clothes? And it's gonna smell bad too. It's not like it's good. There's a reason why you have a dryer, so you heat out all that stinking, wetness. I think they were really in a rush, because, man, good night. But they don't really speak. Now, yet they obviously can speak. But, they just choose not to, I guess. It's really therapeutic. I think to myself, what? And the thing is that my sister is friends with these people, because, they go to our school. Or, yeah, go to her school. And then, Fed was pretty much telling me, he was like, oh man, that's kind of sad. You don't think that, the dude that, they probably got beat with rulers. Or some mess like that. Basically saying that they probably got, punished for talking. Which is why that they don't talk whenever they clean. Is what he was making this assumption of. I said, if someone stinking told me that those people got hurt, just by simply talking all this stuff, I said, I told him here's what's gonna have to happen. They're gonna have to see me outside, cause that stuff's not gonna roll through. That is not rolling through. If I heard someone's getting beat by simply talking, in a thing that they got invited over to clean and do. Yo, what on earth just happened? I thought I'd use... Oh snap, I'm weakening my, it's gotta be like some kind of potion. But like, I was like, first off, minorities, that's already bad. Secondly, skin, rude, and then it's like, what else is it? Some other third thing. Oh, and they're girls. Hey bro, my Sanji code was about to go off on that. Like I said, we had to see each other outside on that front. Oh yeah, you know, like I said all that, but like, dude, no, that's just wrong. Like I'm sick, but not violent sick. You know what I mean? Like, the flip. That's like when someone I knew got annoyed by this like little girl. It's like, oh man, you know, the little girl's nice, but her neck. I'm like, bro, she's like 4. Yeah, annoying as Philip, yes. We don't murder people. Elle, come over here. I don't even know where she went. I'm just so pre-distracted. But now the whole point case of being I was talking about with the baby and the thing is that the dad got upset with the baby. And it's not like he punched the cradle. Not the baby, the cradle. To make it shush. Yo. No, not that. Yo, you can almost jump this. She wants to get on my bed, but she can't get on my bed. Like, she can, right? But she can't. You can get on the bed! You can! You physically, literally can. I promise you. She doesn't believe in herself. Now you're probably wondering, well, what about the other times that like you streamed and I usually would let her like play outside. I took her inside for today because it's like sticking 90 degrees. I even took Honey inside because it's way too hot. Scout, Rizzo, all the other dogs, they belong outside, but they're under like trees and stuff. So you know it's not really like they're just dying out there. Plus they got like a bunch of adequate of water. Hey, leave my box alone. It was a box of screen protectors and stuff that I got like about a year back. The only reason why I got it was because there was a wasp that had, it was like during while we were trying to help the kids in vacation Bible school, VBS. And a wasp had jumped, was about to jump my grandfather. Oh, well, I was like, why is the timer going off? Like, why is the timer going off? Where's this thinking? Where are you at? Wait for it. We did it. Let me carve the carcass. I always gotta be stingy and carve the carcass. Elle, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. We beat this dude. Oh, and y'all too, obviously. And him. A little help from the family. Bro, stinking 16 minutes is insane. I say the worst thing that I've like seen her try to do in these recent days is like when she lays down like this, it's all good. But then like there'll be times where I think like she might have to go to the bathroom and she'll literally like what's it called? She'll literally like walk up to my face like on the bed. She'll like walk up to my face and then try to lick me, and I'm like, Elle, this is a this is an African American household, a black household. I showed her the picture of the puppy chow and the black girl and the white dog. I said, you see how close she is to that dog? That's as close as you need to be to me. Don't lick me.
Zoo sounds like
I'm fine with licking with the hand and the leg, all that stuff. Wherever, that's cool.
All the more reason
Not the face. Not the face, not the face.
Roll
Like Alejandro from Total Drama Island. I mean Total Drama All Stars.
Go.
When he had to face his worst fear of his brother, and him and his brother had that moral code or family code of not punching anybody in the face. That's what was up.
We'll have to keep an eye on him, but Nata seems to be resting better now. That's a relief. Let's go talk to Werner while he sleeps.
Mission complete for Chapter 2. Chapter 2-3. I think it's supposed to be like 8 monsters we're supposed to be fighting and stuff. But I think I'm going to kind of leave it on that front note. Because, I mean, that's pretty much all I really got to say and do. Plus, it's like Wednesday, so I got to make sure to, like, I guess, prep up and junk. But I think that's gonna have to do it for now. I'm gonna sugarcoat it. This game's fun, but man, it takes a minute on my ears. It takes a minute on the game. It takes a while. At least a good while. Excuse me. But yeah. So I think afterwards I'll edit on some more stuff. Make sure to come up with some things and whatnot. The podcast thing's coming back. I already have that thing already recorded. And I think the next thing that I'll have is about the dashing thing. In terms of reviews, after the played up review, the poll that I've gotten from the one guy was Battle of Z. So it'll go Battle of Z, then Backyard Baseball, I think. And then another Boys of Valor, because I want to make sure to get all the way to the end of the series, because there's something I want to show off. But, yeah. With that being said, that's why Brother Briss saying to beware and take